Hey y'all, I thought I'd show you my little girl. This is Bayley. This is my sweet little friend and constant companion. I love you too, baby. Sweet girl. So I thought I'd just show you. She's a sweet, sweet doggie. So glad you're here today. Thanks for coming on watching this video. Thanks for joining me again. This is day 8 of Holiday Grief Wellness. This sharing with you is so refreshing and healing to me. I hope that in some way it is the same for you, or at least gives you some hope in your journey, is my prayer. You know, I recently watched a movie that I'd never really heard of before. The movie is called Shadowlands. It's the story of C.S. Lewis and the loss of his wife, Joy, to cancer. C.S. Lewis said, "Pain insists upon being attended to. God whispers in our pleasure, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pain. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world." Lewis also stated, all people, whether Christian or not, must be prepared to live a life of discomfort. This story was heart-wrenching to me since Lewis and Joy were only married 4 years before her demise. They married after she was diagnosed with cancer. His love for her and how much he grieved for her touches my heart. As depicted in the movie, Lewis was expressively honest with his feelings and attitude towards God. He was overwhelmed with sorrow. I found that to be refreshing. I loved the honesty and his expression of exactly how he felt. Losing her was an extreme loss for him. Joy died from cancer, just like my spouse's. Lewis and Joy comforted each other during her illness by referring to their present circumstance as being in the shadows. This meant that her present condition was only a shadow of what was to come before she finally went to heaven. What a beautiful way to express hope and expectation to each other during such a trying time. If you're a believer in God, those words do bring comfort, since we know that we have heaven to look forward to. It's a place for those who have accepted Jesus as their Savior. It's a place with no more suffering, pain, loss, or grief. This brings comfort to my heart, because I know that my loved ones are free of pain and in a much better place. We are living in the shadows of a better place. So I've been thinking, and my question to you for this video is, how can I and how can you honor the memory of your loved one? I think one important way is by just simply remembering them in our thoughts, in our feelings, and even sharing them with others. It seems that people are hesitant to bring up a memory about our loved one. They seem hesitant to even mention their name for fear of making us feel badly. But that's not really the case, at least not for me. I'm really glad when someone shares a memory or even mentions their name. I feel like that is honoring my loved one. One of my sisters just recently shared that she thought about John in a way that brought tears to her eyes. Her care and thoughts for him were appreciative. Joy had 2 sons that Lewis raised after her passing. In a book called Lenten, My Childhood with Joy Davidman and C.S. Lewis, was written by one of her sons, Douglas H. Gresham. The story is reflective of his pain and the joys through very challenging times as a young boy. He shares about his joys and his struggles in the book, and even struggled to write it. It took him years to come to the place of writing this memoir of his life. I highly recommend it and truly feel that this way is a generous way of honoring his mother. The legacy that is remembered, shared, and freely talked about is an honor for our loved ones. Maybe we can find some peace and comfort knowing that we have a better place to look forward to. And maybe we can discover more ways to honor the memory of our loved one just from talking about our story. Just from remembering and sharing the memory. My challenge for us today is that we do that with joy and gratefulness. I hope that you can find what you need today in your grief journey. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. That would be a blessing to me. And also comment. Not really give a ring, but comment. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a fabulous day.